or what will be your first semester subjects. So we have several first semester subjects there. We have contemporary MIS and algorithm. So contemporary MIS and algorithm can be seen as right here the most SU subject, yeah, the most SU subjects. So what does this mean by the most SU subjects? It just means that we will have more hours invested for this subject. This subject we will talk about how to merge between programming and implementing that into information system world. So it is one of our core subjects, and then we hope that we can invest a lot of time in contemporary MIS and algorithms. Secondly, we would like to talk about character building Pancasila. So character building Pancasila will be a discussions about our, the founding fathers of Indonesia, what is the foundations of these countries, what is multicultural means to us, what is respect to each other's means to us, and those values that we believe. Yeah, what do we when we mean that we believe in God? What do we mean by that? Yeah. So we would like to bring this to students, to all students, including international students, as it is one subject that is obliged by the government to have to all universities across Indonesia. Well, that was the second one that constantly comprised 2 SU. So it is not that much time that we will invest to this. I have to be very careful not to touch my eyes. So, however, it will be about 100 minutes per week. Yeah, 100 minutes per week. So our SCUs, if you would like to calculate that, yeah, how many meetings that we would need to invest every week. So one SCU means it will be a 50 minutes meeting, one SCU. So if you have 2 SCU, it means that you will be having 50 minutes times 2 per week. So it is easier to follow that way, yeah? It is easier to follow that way. If you have more meetings, although you only have 8 SCU, for example, because later on you have a little bit more meetings, at least at 8 SCUs, it is because we are implementing tutorial sessions. For tutorial sessions, one SCU is comprised of 100 minutes. So there you go, that would be our systems according to SCUs, yeah? If you would like to relate that to SCUs. Any questions so far? Any questions so far? No? Okay, thank you so much, Annabelle. So we would like to, I have to say good morning to Annabelle. Goodness me, good morning, Annabelle.
Already, sir, you did.
I did, okay. Sorry for that, Annabelle. All right, and then the third one, we would like to talk about applied project management. I know I already brought this a bit in general to our last encounters of meeting. So applied project management will be with Sir Winter later on, our directors of campus, and then our deans of faculties as well. He will bring you to the skill of managing projects. So the skill of managing project is not only leadership, yeah? With your leadership, you can manage project. No, leadership is only tools to lead us. And usually leaderships is quite different with managerial skill. So leaderships and managerial skills are 2 different things. If we talk about certain tribes, yeah, leader of a tribe. Imagine yourself, seeing a leader of a tribe. Now my question is to you: does this leader of the tribe needs to have good managerial skill? Leader of the tribe, yeah. For example, you have one Indian tribe, yeah, or one tribe's. You know, I come from Sulawesi, so we have tribals in in Sulawesi area, yeah, especially in Toraja area. We have several tribes over there. So we have leaders of that particular tribes. As a leader of that tribe, does he or she needs to have good managerial skill? Well, of course, I know the answer already, and you know the answer already. Probably not, sir, yeah, because, well, maybe a little bit of managerial skill there, time management, resource management, and then, and so forth, so on and so forth, yeah. But that's not the main case as a leader. As a leader, sometimes it is you are born with that. You're natural leaders, leadership style and so on. But it is nothing to do with managerial skill. Applied project management not only talk about leaderships in project, but how you do management or managerial skill. How would you lead those projects to meet their requirements? How would you lead those projects in line with the time given to you and in line with those resources given to you? So we would like to call it applied project management. This is very much important for you to have during your first semesters as not to wait until you do your internships on your last year, or not to wait until you do your first career in information systems, but you will be doing applied project management on all subjects contained final project. So final project is final project that will usually conducted in a group. So we would like you, of course, to put that into practice during this final project building. All right, so that was applied project management, and then applied project management will be 4 SUs, means that you would have about 200 minutes, yeah, about 200 minutes per week. We have another subjects named Indonesian or Bahasa Indonesia, and then this one is another subject that obliged by the government for us to teach within university level, and yeah, be very careful of this Bahasa Indonesia, yeah, because usually students pay a very good attention to all of those core subjects, and then usually take it for granted for subjects like Bahasa Indonesia. So let me ask you questions. Well, of course, especially if you think Bahasa Indonesia is your first language, yeah? Which one is the correct one? Apotik or apotek?
I think it's apotek, sir.
Oh, very good. Very good. If I were the lecturer of Bahasa Indonesia, I would pass you for that. Yeah. Thank you so much. Exactly, yeah, exactly, yeah. So the correct one is apotek. If you don't know this answer, you better study a lot on this Bahasa Indonesia, because this is not only teach you the spoken language of Bahasa Indonesia, but this is all as well to teach you the written language, the official written language of Bahasa Indonesia. How do you write an official letters? How do you, address certain person within a meeting, and so on and so forth. Yeah. So Bahasa Indonesia in university level. So please do not take it for granted, although it is only comprised of 2 SUs. But I'm glad that you can answer those questions. Yeah. And last but not least, of course, introductions to financial accounting. So we have situations here. Your banks, well, imagine yourself as a leader of one company, or imagine yourself as a project manager of one project in, let's take Blibli, for example, yeah, such as PBS. So your bank calls you one day and then said, "Good morning, Miss Amabel, good morning, Ibu Amabel. We would like to credit your account. I repeat, we would like to credit your account. Now my question to you, if you don't have any idea what is introduction to financial accounting, as a leader, can you decide, is she trying to add something to my account, or is she trying to deduct some money out of my account? Could anyone please help Ibu Amabel in this case, yeah? Is this bank tries to deduct some money out of the bank, out of my account, out of her account, or is she trying to add some money? So let me repeat yet again the call. Good morning, Ibu Amabel. We would like to credit your account. Anyone can help us with that, please? Thank you. Feel free to Google that as well, yeah? Feel free to Google it as well. Do not hesitate to do that. What is that supposed to mean by crediting your account? Any clue, Kevin? Kevin, you're still muted, man.
Sorry.
No problem, no problem, no problem.
I'm guessing it means that they're just checking your account balance, just seeing how much you have in there.
Very good, very good, very good. Thank you so much, Kevin. Any clues, Miss Amabel, yeah? In this case, please allow us to use your name, yeah? So Amabel, do you have any clues? You're still muted, Amabel.
Maybe it means that the transaction will increase.
Right, right.
I'm not sure, sir.
Right, excellent, excellent, Amabel. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much. And then we would like to take one more opinion, I guess. Anyone would like to volunteer, or should I call someone? Let's hear from Jason, maybe, yeah? Jason, do you have any ideas? What is that supposed to mean?
From what limited knowledge I have, I guess the transaction is going to be divided into two, which is crediting and debiting. Debiting actually deducts money from your account, and crediting adds money to your account. I'm not sure.
Excellent, Jason. Excellent. Yeah. All right, class. Thank you so much, Kevin, Jason, and Amabel, yeah, for all the answers. Yeah, I'm really glad for all of your answers. It means that you have certain clues of what is this accounting. Yeah. So what we want you to do, of course, we want you to have not only a little bit of clues there, but we would like you to master it within this subject. So you know how to calculate return of investment. You know how to read all of these financial statements. When someone said to you, we have, profit, several $1 million, for example, yeah? Will you be happy, or should you be saying that, could I please get another report? So the answers to that, of course, you already know. Some of the students already told that to you, that credit means we would like to add some money to your account. Because the banks is actually borrowing something from you. So that's why they call it from their perspective. From their perspective. So we would like to learn that. Of course, I'm not the lecturers of the Introduction to Financial Accounting. We have the deputy head of program of accounting and finance. Later on will be your lecturers, Miss Valentina. Yeah? Miss Valentina will teach you on this Introduction to Financial Accounting about 4 times 50 minutes per week. So 4 SU for Introductions to Financial Accounting. So that will be our, you can pictures, yeah, our semester. in front of us, we would like to have contemporary MIS and algorithms, programming, and how to relate those programming into information systems. We'll have Pancasila, we would have project management, we would have a little bit of Bahasa Indonesia, yeah? And then last but not least, we would like to know, yeah, what is financial statement, what is this debit credit, why they call it debit credit, and why is it only two? Why we don't have the third one or the fourth one, for example, yeah? Just kidding first. So those questions, please ask that during the session. We suggest all students to actively involve in questions and answer sessions, especially, well, some of you are really, really outspoken. Some of you are really quiet and then really, really introverted, we call that, yeah? But we have two channels. So if you are too shy, for example, to ask that, to raise your hand on Zoom and then saying, sir, can I have questions, in front of everyone else? If you are not that type of person, please type that on your chat box. We will have one session especially for this within our BINUS Maya forum. So sometimes questions, especially from students that would like to be anonymous within those questions, it will come to us lecturers as private questions. Means within the classroom, no one will ever know what would the questions coming from, for example, from Jason or from James. We don't know, yeah. If James asked that partly to me, so we don't know what's the questions, and then we don't know what's the state of the task. So in that case, we would like you to publish those questions to our forum. It is important for you and for others as well. How come it is important for you? If others' questions similar to your questions. How come your questions important to others? Obvious, isn't it? If your questions could answer others' questions as well. So we would like to make those question and answer sessions available to all students within the classrooms using forum. All right, class, without further ado, I would like to move on to our some of our tools that you would need to master during our first semesters. Before I do this, do you have questions, please?
Can I ask what exactly an SCU is?
Right. Thank you so much. I cannot remember. I cannot see names though. Was that Jason or Farrell or?
That was me.
James. I cannot see. I can see names. James. Is that Kevin?
No, that was
no.
not.
It's not me.
I cannot see names here.
It's Jason, sir.
Jason. Oh, sorry for that, Jason. Thank you so much, Jason. So SU means subject credit unit. The subject credit unit means that it is assistance related to how time being invested for one subject in one degree. Within one degree, in total, you should be doing 146 SU or subject credit unit. So 146 will be divided into 8 semesters. So you roughly can figure out, about 20 SUs per semester. Divided into 8 semesters, and then every subject will be allocated different emphasis. So if we think that this subject is crucial to your degree as Bachelor of Computing, then we will put larger SU. If we consider that, from our curriculum meeting, yeah, if we consider that it is a little bit less crucial, for instance, about Bahasa Indonesia, yeah, well, please don't take me wrong, Bahasa Indonesia is important, but towards your degree of Bachelor of Computing, Bahasa Indonesia, Bachelor of Computing, Well, yes, maybe 2 SU should be all right with that. So I hope I could answer that questions here, Jason. So SU means that subject credit unit. If you compare that to Bahasa, well, since we talk about Bahasa Indonesia subject, in Bahasa they call that SKS, ya, SKS, atau subject credit per semester. SKS, ya, SKS. So that's in Bahasa. Apologies if I put it a bit wrongly, yeah. But roughly in Bahasa, that's what that means in English. Jason, thank you so much for your. I hope I could answer half of that questions. I think.
Yep. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Any other questions before we continue, please? Thank you so much, Jason. I'm really glad you asked that questions. So our survival kits for first semesters will be this system. First system, we would like to introduce you to BIS Maya system, the most the red color one, BIS Maya system. So what is BIS Maya system? BIS Maya system is a system, a web system provided for you to be able to monitor and to access resource on your subjects. Hopefully by now, you have visited this BIS Maya website and then click on login. If you haven't done so, if you can please take 1 minute and then go to BIS Maya and then click on login. And then if you can please put your username and password that is already given to you on the column and then press the login button. After pressing the login buttons, it will show you, of course, those facilities that you can access, such as scheduling, which is very important, extremely important, timetable, yeah? What is my study timetable looks like? So please access that on your BIS Maya systems. And then you can access per subject resources. So if you have PowerPoints that you forgot to request that from your lecturers, if you, for any reasons, did not understand, some of the topics that your lecturers have been talking about, and if in any reasons you would like to access video-based learning of your particular subjects, please log into your BIS Maya systems. Yeah, I guess that should be self-explanatory. You can please take 1 minute or so to browse around and then make yourself feel comfortable with all of those menus. Usually it takes not more than 15 minutes maybe to make yourself familiar with those menus of BIS Maya. BIS Maya as well open to your parents. So we have a unique systems to support both students and parents. So if you can see a small gauge somewhere on your right-hand side telling your GPA or GPS, yeah? What is GPA is your performance, yeah? Performance. So if you have certain result there, if you have grades A- or B+ or A, for example, yeah, then you could see the list there. So is your parents. So this is our way to support both yourself and your parents to be transparent, yeah, to be transparent about your study. The reason for this is absolutely not would like to, you know, to put it in different way. However, we have requests, many requests from parents of not sending that using hard copy to post offices, something like that. Yeah. So parents would like to have a more digital version of your academic performance. Yeah. So that was our Venus Maya. Before I continue to the next system that you would need to master, could we please have 1 or 2 questions, please? All right, thank you so much. If no questions, let me continue to the next systems that we would like to master that during our first semester. All right, class. I guess you already know the name of these applications. In fact, we are currently using it. Most important within these systems of Zoom, or later on you would like to use Microsoft Teams, for example, is how you can share first your voice, second your video, and then third your presentation, your screen. So down there at the bottom of your screen, if you can please find a button named share. So we have 3 types of sharing. On the bottom left, you could see you can share or not to share your voice. This is important if if probably at the back of this class you are having another discussions and not accidentally put yourself on microphone and then everyone else can listen to your discussions. Yeah. So it is important for you to be able to master this. If you can please find those icon looks like a microphone. So as long as it looks like a red cross microphone, means that you're right, it is muted. And if you would like to talk, please unmute yourself. However, every now and then in the classroom, it will be quite cumbersome if you would like to move your mouse down to to the bottom left and then unmute yourself just to answer, yes sir, I would like to join, and then you would like to unmute yourself again. So if you would like to do that, a temporary unmute can be done by pressing your space bar on your keyboard. You can please try that. Please press space bar on your keyboard and then say hello there, and then unpress your space bar, and you'll be good yet again. So this is a more convenient way if you would like to post a very quick message, verbal message to the classroom. Secondly, next to that microphone, you can see video icon, yeah, video or camera icon, yeah. So that will be important as well if you would like to share or not to share your pictures, yeah. Look, our class will be really, really early in the morning, 9 o'clock or 8:30, yeah. Sometimes some of you are ready, of course, with their, with 100%, yeah, ready 100%. But some of you are not really ready 100%, I would like to say, yeah. So if you're ready with your video, please share that with us. But if you're not that ready with your videos, if you know what I mean, and that's the way for you to share or not to share your videos. Last but not least, you'll be able to share your screen if you are allowed to do that. Within a common room like this is a common room, yeah? Within a common room like this, so like our screen at the moment, we are all in a common room. In a common room, only host and co-host will be able to share. So if you would like to share something in the common room and then your lecturers forget to give you the co-host, please request that. So Winter, could you please share with the co-host? Once a co-host given to you, you'll be able to press those green share buttons at the, at the middle of your Zoom windows. So that's a bit different. That's a bit different with our breakout room. So within breakout room, you are free to share your screen. Just for practice, yeah? Just for practice, can I put you into breakout rooms? Just for practice, yeah? All right, so I'm stopping sharing my screen at the moment, and then I will be putting you all into different breakout rooms, yeah, randomly, yeah, randomly. However, usually we'll be doing that. Usually we'll be doing that with your own room, with your own group project, yeah. So I'm putting you all into different breakout rooms. In front of your screen, you can see, yeah, you can see. Please join these breakout rooms. Could you please click on that? Everyone, please join the breakout rooms. And then I will join you later on within the breakout rooms, yeah? Thank you.
Okay, sir.
Please join the breakout rooms. Thank you.
Sir, sorry.
Yes, please.
Can
Except for FYP leaders and Dr. Michael, of course, feel free to stay in the room.
can you like invite me to the breakout rooms, because I accidentally accept the breakout rooms and then I leave the breakout
No
room.
problem, Nico. No problem, Nico. Okay, let me put you back into your breakout rooms, yeah? Nico, Nico. All right, Nico, your breakout rooms still activated for you. If you can please click at the bottom right of your...
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Very good, very good.
Right
No
side of
problem.
the record, yeah.
No problem, yes.
Oh,
And then
okay,
please join the breakout room. Thank
Okay.
you.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you, Nico. Ridwan, do you have any difficulties in joining the breakout room?
No.
No, Ridwan, yes, all right. Ridwan, if you can please click, at the bottom right of your screen, you have breakout rooms.
Okay.
If you can please click join. Nice, very nice.
Where's
And Shannon Halim, yes. How are you, Shannon? I'm assigning you to breakout room 2, yeah? Breakout room 2.
me
And then
breakout?
Mark, I'm assigning you to breakout room 3. Thank you, Mark. Yes, please read one. Read one, if you can please try to join your breakout room. Read one. That should be wonderful. All right, we are having Shannon, yes, Shannon Halim, if you can please join breakout room 2, and then try whether you can share screens within breakout room, and then maybe share your videos or voice, yeah? Shannon Halim. Thank you. Shannon Halim, your friends is waiting for you in breakout room 2. Or in breakout room 3, Mark, if you can please, Mark and Brian, if you can please join breakout room 3. So at the bottom right of your Zoom, you have breakout room. And you can please click on that and then join your breakout room. That would be wonderful. Hanwin, how are you?
Yes, sir. I'm fine, sir.
Very good, Hanwin. How's your mark, Hanwin? I shouldn't ask that questions, yeah?
Yeah.
That's unnecessary questions for smart students, yeah?
Not really. Sir, should I join the breakout?
No, take it easy, Hanwin. Take it easy, no worries, man.
Oh yeah, sir. By the way,
Yeah.
there is another like I done other FL that haven't been made to co-host, sir.
Oh,
Could you
I'm
please
sorry for that,
make
yeah?
them? Yes,
I will
sir.
be doing that, of course. Let me
Yeah.
do that, eh?
Okay.
Am I
Thank
the
you, sir.
host now?
Yes,
Right, thank
you're
you.
the host.
Okay, thank you, Hanwin.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. So let me check. I cannot find. Um, I cannot find Aidan though. For some reason, I cannot find his name. Well, look, let me do that, Hanwin, later on when people already come back to common room, yeah?
Yes, sir.
Maybe he's
Just
at
take
the
it
moment in
easy,
the,
sir.
yeah, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
All right, class, welcome back to our common room, yeah? To our common room. So within this common room, you will be having more people. And then usually we will deliver the lecturing sessions within this common room. But when we would like to talk about your final project or group project or any smaller discussions, we would divide you into different breakout rooms. And then you can join that easily, of course, by pressing the buttons join. And within the breakout rooms, you are free not only to share your voice and video, you can share your screen as well. Some of you, any questions? Probably anyone would like to have questions about breakout rooms and Zoom? Yes, please. Well, probably some of you wondering, sir, how are you going to guide us in a programming subjects using these situations? Can you point at our screen? The answer is yes. I can control your mouse from here. So later on, every now and then, please allow, only by your consent, please allow your lecturers, if he or she requests remote control. So a remote control windows will be on your screen, whether you can press yes or no. If you press no, means your lecturers cannot control it. If you press yes, means your lecturers can control your mouse, can click your screen remotely. So that's how good is our systems at the moment. Yeah, that's why one reason we choose Zoom, on top of any other. I'm not affiliated to Zoom whatsoever, but it is because the bandwidth is really, really efficient. All right, class. Without further ado, I would like to share back our survival kits. I think we have several minutes to finish this before our next sessions. Or are we finishing? No. All right, good. All right, I'm sharing that back to you, the presentations. Let me try to find it. So there you go, guys. That was our Zoom. And then next one will be Microsoft Teams. So I will be quick on Microsoft Teams, and I will probably have to explain this some of the times, yeah, Microsoft Teams. But if you could please all download Microsoft Teams on your machine and then log in using your given email address and password. So if you can please log into your Microsoft Teams using your given email address and password, or create your own account, that's fine. Microsoft Teams actually looks like Zoom. However, it is based on Microsoft platform, and then it gives a different flavor of collaboration. So Microsoft Teams focuses more on sharing files, sharing folders, doing all the works within one folders, within one files all together. Several several contributors to one file. So that's more into Microsoft Teams. Can you do video conferencing like Zoom? Yes, you can. Can you do file sharing or screen sharing as well? Yes, you can. What you cannot do is remote control. So Microsoft Teams does not allow you to do remote control. Microsoft Teams will consider that as security breach. So that was about Microsoft Teams. You can download it easily. Next one is for your first semester programming subjects. So we will be learning about Java programming or algorithm later on. So it is important for you to download the JDK or Java Development Kit. So what is Java Development Kit, sir? Well, during my first year of teaching in BIS is Introduction, everyone called me sir, and then it's a bit awkward because usually people call me Pa or my name is Sam, like that. So, but it is something coming from our high school international. So international high school usually address their lectures by sir. Yeah. So usually I would like to ask, so Sam, what is this JDK used for? So JDK is a set of applications or library to build another application. So for instance, if you would like to build an application runs on your mobile phone, how to build that applications? You would need another application to build this particular application. So these background applications, we call that JDK. This is the applications for you to start building your own user-defined application. So in order for you to do that, please download JDK on Oracle. And then please click on this JDK download. I believe by now it is Java Standard Edition version 14, yeah, version 14. I purposely did not put the link here. So the skill of you to search something like this on Google is very much important. How many of you already land to this page? If you can please raise your hand, that would be wonderful. Let me ask the question again. How many of you successfully land on this page? Java SE downloads. I purposely did not put the link yet. Well, it will be very, very easy for you to if I put the link. But I would like you to have the skill of exploration. Web explorations is of crucial within your degree. If people talk about artificial intelligence, or if people talk about debit and credit just now, it is really, really crucial for you to really quickly type it on Google and then see what will be the result out of Google. So although I don't put the link, I'm expecting all of you will be able to land on this particular page. Yes, please let me check on the Zoom. How many of you already successfully land on this particular link? Yeah. Yes, I believe most of you already land on this particular link. Very good, very nice. So very, very nice. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, if you, some of you, I could see that some of you are still struggling in finding this landing page. Please take the keywords. I repeat, Google search text. All of this search engine, until now, doesn't search by pictures. We have another engine search by pictures, but for common internet search engine, they search by tags. So you will need to pick which of these will be the keywords. If you just type Java SE downloads on your Google, I believe this particular website will be number one, even number two on your search result. So keywords, picking up keywords, and then the most popular keywords within university students or within your university life later on, if you can please add tutorial at the back of your keywords. Really, really crucial for you to be able to add that. If you only type Java SE downloads, it will give you this page. If you type Java SE downloads tutorial, it will give you a lot of YouTubes, a lot of tutorials, web pages of how to install this. So it gives you two different things. If you don't type tutorials, it will give you the download site. If you would like to know how to do that, please type tutorials at the end of your topics. So that was one of your survival kits, which is JDK. If you can please take your time to download, it might take you about, by my machines, about 20 minutes, yeah, 20 minutes or so. So do not bother of waiting for that. Let it download it and then follow all of these instructions of how to install this correctly. Well, basically, it's just click next here. All right, that was the fourth one. The last one, last but not least, of course, we would like to bring you into our integrated development environment, or IDE. So our IDE, we will be using NetBeans. Well, you might be having questions. Well, wait a minute, sir. Haven't we downloaded the JDK? So what is this NetBeans? So JDK is your library. NetBeans is your environment to build your application. So you might question me, so isn't that JDK is our environment? The answer is no. JDK is your background library. It is your library. Do we have buttons inside libraries? The answer is yes. Do we have text box inside the libraries? The answer is yes. Do we have, a very nice form inside the library? The answer is yes. But can we access that? The answer is no. You would need a method, a very human-centric methods to do that. So instead of digging your library through its binary files, please download NetBeans for you to be able to click and drag buttons to your applications, to click and drag text boxes to your applications, to click and drag all of this important needed library to your applications by the fingertips. So this NetBeans is more to human rather than to your computer. For your computer, we have given it enough. It already has JDK. So Java is already there. All of these library buttons, text boxes, drop downs, menu, and everything's already there. But for us humans to access that easily, please download NetBeans. Well, I believe Amabel is very much, and maybe some of other students, yeah, maybe Nico already, familiar with this. If you are not currently already using NetBeans, probably you are an Eclipse user or Visual Studio users. Feel free to use any of those. But for us, as a common page, we would like to use NetBeans. If you're insisting on using Eclipse, please do that, yeah, because it will end up to the same applications. Yeah? It is to the same applications. So if you can please go to NetBeans, Apache NetBeans 12.0. If you cannot find 12.0, it's just because they recently updated that into Apache NetBeans 13.0. And then if you can please click this particular download buttons and then download your NetBeans and install it. Only doing this, I repeat, only doing this after completing your JDK. Do not do this without completing your JDK. If you're causing, several errors. So feel free to visit NetBeans and then click downloads after your JDK already downloaded and well installed on your machine. And then if you can please pick the correct version of your both NetBeans and JDK. Some of you Windows box users are currently using 32 box, but some of you are currently using, majority of you currently using 64, yeah? So please pick the correct bits for you, yeah? 64 bits. Usually it's already 64 bits. Any questions before we continue, please? Thank you, thank you. If no questions. If no more questions, I would like to show you, of course, the answers to all of these links. So these links to Venus Maya, venusmaya.venus.ac.id. I believe you already found it, even without me stating that clearly like this. That's for Zoom, that's for Microsoft Teams. And then that's, the fourth one will be for your JDK. Just in case, for any reason you didn't manage to find it on Google, doesn't really matter, yeah, this is the first attempt. But please download that from this particular link, and then that will be the link for your NetBeans. We would like to use all of these JDK and NetBeans later on our next sessions, especially to programming sessions later on during the week, especially during your subject sessions next week. So by next week, you'll be having a contemporary MIS and algorithms. We hope by then, all of you already have a running JDK and a running NetBeans on their machines. Regardless, you are currently using Linux or Windows 10 64 bits, or you are Mac users, NetBeans can provide all the necessary downloaded for you. All right, so that was our survival kits. I've brought this to you about academic advisory. So I would like to probably skip some of this, but just in case anyone maybe within the room forgot to jot down or to write down, so Winter's email address, for example, so that's his email address, winter.venus.edu, yeah, winter.venus.edu, and then that will be my email address and my WhatsApp number. Feel free to screenshot that. And then that would be the email address, and then probably you can request later on to Dr. Michael his WhatsApp address as well, yeah, for you to communicate better with your academic advisor. I'm yet to put one more things there, yeah, for Miss Rain Swadamara. All right, class. I think that's all I would like to convey for today, yeah. Let me stop this sharing. All right. Thank you so much, yeah, for your attentions. We have about 15 minutes here before we finish our introductory sessions, yeah, to information systems, business information systems program first. And then um, about introductions to the information system. Well, we would like to study that during our sessions later on next week. Yeah, next week. However, I would like to show you one video. Yeah, one video. This video, some of this video already shared to you through the cloud as well. So this video is about how to combine information technology and information systems all together to solve business problem. Yeah. All right. I guess without further ado, I would like to share these particular videos. I would like to give this credit to Andrew Capel, Venusian 2022, Rudy, Venusian 2022, Sekanya, Venusian 2022, and then Chris, Venusian 2022 as well. Yeah. Without further ado, let me do that for you.
Whether we realize it or not, the world of e-commerce is quickly creeping up to become a major part of our daily lives,
increasing the volume, yeah,
shaping the way we shop, travel, commute, and perform other activities today. However, one major area of our lives that online retailers still hasn't fully tapped into is grocery shopping. According to Nielsen's survey on global e-commerce spending, only 24% of active online shoppers stated that they have bought packed groceries online, and only 21% stated that they have bought fresh groceries online. This is small in comparison to 58% of individuals stating that they have bought fashion items online. Similarly, if we look at data related to people's preferred method to buy these products, we see that only 29% prefer to buy packed groceries online. For fresh groceries, that number is even lower at 23%. All this data leads us to one conclusion. People simply prefer to buy groceries in store. So we started asking ourselves, what can we do to enhance online grocery shopping? How can we, a group of 4 college students, drive people to shop for groceries online?
Hello, my name is Rudy. I'm Andrew. I'm Shikanya. I'm Chris. And we are Kilos.
Kilos was born as an idea with a goal to incentivize online grocery shopping. How? By making it as simple and as convenient as possible. To do that, we needed to create 3 things. Our own online e-commerce retail store where we sell our groceries, an IoT smart home appliance, and a mobile app that goes with it. So here's how they all work together. First, go to our web store and buy our smart home appliance to start your new grocery shopping experience. You can also purchase our scale through our mobile app. Next, set up the scale. Scan the QR code, connect it to your home Wi-Fi, and select your choice of grocery to dedicate to your scale, and you're done setting up. Load the scale with the grocery and the levels will appear. Once you're close to running out, the app will send you a notification which will allow you to buy the scale's assigned grocery at the push of a button. You can change the settings and choose when you receive this alert and even allow the scale to auto-order. Now, you will never have to take a trip to the grocery store for your packed groceries anymore with Kilos. To achieve this feat, we equipped our Kilo scale with IoT sensors that can track the mass of the product that is placed on it through an Arduino Uno, which is then connected to a computer in order for us to insert those recorded values onto our database. We then get our app to get these values in real time and display it in percentages for the user to easily monitor their grocery supply on the scale via the dashboard of each grocery. Over the course of the project, we had many trials and errors, plenty of bugs, crashes, but at the end, we managed to get a working prototype.
So this is our prototype, kilos 5000 scale. Scale 5,000.
Yes, kilo scale 5,000.
Kilo scale 5000.
So how does it work, man?
So you put this 100 grams of weight here, and as you can see, it will read the value
Roughly, yes.
roughly. And then when you open the mobile app, it will read the value of
100%, yeah.
okay. And when we remove the scale and change it to 50 grams of weight, it will also read the value. Okay. When you stop it, it will display the value to the app. Yes, thank you. So that is the product. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, class. Well, thank you so much for your kind attentions. Yeah. So that was our class. Well, I'm having a feeling that you cannot see my face. Can you see my face?
No, sir.
All right.
sir.
Okay. So I think our video. Okay. Let me change that to my own video, yeah? And let me change that to our camera later on back. All right, class. Well, thank you so much for your attention, yeah? The video just now tells us how to combine between information technology, sensors, and applications, mobile applications, to support solutions for business. So in that case, Rudy and friends would like to solve problem, yeah, or opportunity of how to automatically detect whether our jar still have something inside or already empty. If it is still having something inside, then the mobile apps will say 98%, I don't know, yeah, according to the weighting, yeah, according to the weighting. If it is empty, then it will, do automatically order something from Tani Hub or Sayur Box or from Tokopedia, I don't know, yeah. So this can be achieved through combinations of sensors. So you would need a certain hardware to detect that. And then you would need to combine that with your applications or your program later on to grab those data from that sensors to your database and then publish that database result on the web or your mobile application later on. So I guess with that video, yeah, I hope that could give you sort of an early understanding of what is information systems. So information systems is when we are able to change unimportant data into meaningful information. If you cannot remember anything about these meetings, please remember this. What is information system is to change data into meaningful informations. When you say meaningful, of course, it is to the perspective of human being, to the perspective of users, not to the perspective of programmers, no. Not to the perspective of developers, definitely not. But to the perspective of the one that will be using it, the one that will be using your application, the one that will be using your Java program later on. To the perspective of them, we would like to create these applications. We have different theory behind this user experience and then user interface theory later on. Because you cannot just put a button there, yeah? Why do you put the button there? Because I like it. No, you cannot do that, yeah? We have theory behind that. Why we put the button there? Why we have to have back button, for example? Is that for taste? Or is it something out of science? So we have theory behind that. We call that user interface and users experience. How your users see your applications. But sir, my applications is really fast. But the next question is, how many of them already downloaded? How many of them already used? So it is not only about being able to create a fast algorithm, you know, a very good looking, according to us, yeah, according to us, a very good looking application. No, it is about them, whether our applications will be a solution to them or not. All right, class, I guess I talked too much already, yeah? I would like to say thank you so much for your attention, yeah? I'll be fixing our camera here. I don't know what happened to our camera. Hopefully it's not burned out because of my speech just now. But while doing that, so I will let you continue with your FYP leaders with your next sessions. We will be continuing another sessions with your lecturers by 1 o'clock, yeah? Hanwin, if I'm mistaken, 1 o'clock, yeah?
There is another session at 11 for the cider one.
Oh, cider, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, at 11 there's a cider.
Right, right, excellent, excellent. And then after 11 o'clock means lunchtime. Then after lunchtime, we will have another sessions of user interface and user experience sessions. So within that sessions, we will bring you into an early exposure. It is not yet the full theory, not yet, but an early exposure. Thank you so much, Hanwin. An early exposure to UI and UX. So building UI and UX, we have technicality behind that. That will be 1 o'clock. However, building a good UX, you would need to approach that from human-centric behind that. That will be 11 o'clock. So 11 o'clock will be human side of your application development principles. So they would introduce you to empathizing stage, ideation stage, research stage, all things about human, yeah? How to figure out what is your persona looks like. Well, please don't take me wrong. What is persona? Persona means that what is your targeted users looks like. So you will need to be able to figure out who will be using this. What is their age level? What is their income level? What is their education's level? What is their age? Haven't I said that already? Right, sorry. So that will be 11 o'clock. And then by 1 o'clock, please be the center point of designing it, yeah? So we would merge several different programs all together in one small project, yeah, for this FYP. And then you will be their center point of building this prototype. So by 1 o'clock, Dr. Rain will bring you to an introduction of how to build a simple prototype, mobile application prototype by 1 o'clock. Please be sure that you master it, because later on, you will be divided into different groups, not BIS groups. So you will be put into the same group with fashion students, and then they will rely on you on building that application. They will rely on you, Annabelle. So Annabelle, please, I know you already experienced in building these applications, but later on, Dr. Rain will introduce to you prototyping tools, yeah? Very, very simple one. I promise you, it is really, really simple, but please make sure that all of you will master that, and then being able to be a person of expert, yeah, a person of expert later on within your group. So we have maybe around 3 or 4 students for one group, and then only 1 information students, 1 fashion students, 1 marketing students, and maybe 1 accounting student, something like that. So all of those students, please do not rely on them. I don't know how to do it. Please don't do that. You will need to be able to know how to build that, of course. They will ask you, yeah, Kevin, could you please help in doing this prototyping, yeah? So make sure by 1 o'clock you can master all of those simple prototyping, yeah? I think I talked too much already. Well, thank you so much for your attention, yeah? I look forward, of course, of seeing you at 1 o'clock, you know, at the background, yeah? I will not be delivering the sessions. But I will be seeing you yet again by Wednesday, if I'm mistaken, yeah, Hanwin, yeah? By Wednesday morning, I guess by Wednesday morning. Take it easy, Hanwin, no problem, man. By Wednesday morning, and then we will talk more on programming by then. Thank you so much. Unless any one of you have questions? Questions, please? No? If no more questions, thank you so much. Thank you for all FYP leaders. I really appreciate your time. And then thank you, Dr. Michael. Pa Michael, are you still in the room? Thank you so much, Pa Michael. If you would like to say any words for the students, Pa Michael. Right. Never mind. All right. Thank you so much. And then thank you so much, students, for your time. And then I look forward to our next meeting. Yeah, I'm off for now.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Guys,
Thank you,
guys,
class.
Thank you,
before you
sir.
leave,